For thousands of years, man has believed that he was the beginning and end of creation. But this certainty began to be shaken a little over a century ago, when Darwin exposed man as a product of the evolution of the species. In the 21st century, science has broadened man's horizons and places him within the evolution of the universe. Man now appears as part of the cosmos, as a diminutive being who, thanks to an incredible miracle of chance, is able to look into the infinite in order to write the history of the universe. This image of a television before picking up a station is an echo of the Big Bang. Some of these points on the screen are produced by the radiation that the great creative explosion generated. They are photons that are still reaching Earth from the period when the universe was in the first phases of its expansion. Other particles from the infancy of the cosmos also reach our planet and are much more difficult to perceive. They are the neutrinos that go through our bodies constantly. They are one of the components of dark matter, a force that has taken the lead in a new anatomy of the universe that man is beginning to dissect. Most scientists believe that the physical world emerged around 14 billion years ago, from a microscopic point in which an almost infinite amount of energy was concentrated. Its density was so great that it ended up exploding as if it were a great nuclear oven. The energy liberated in the explosion then began to expand in all directions, creating a new reality. We do not know what existed before, but after the Big Bang, our space appeared and time began. And with space and time, everything that they contain: galaxies, planets, stars, even human beings.
I think there was a long time when people thought, well, we could think of other theories, besides the Big Bang theory to explain where the universe came from. And we had Fred Hoyle and his colleagues trying to come up with a steady state theory. The idea of the universe is expanding, but as space, it's a universe where, the universe always was and always will be, and it's always being refreshed. But the Big Bang is very different. It's this moment of creation, or this big element of creation, that suddenly, poof, you create a huge amount of time, of space and time, and the universe starts evolving furiously and spectacularly, and you get more space and more time and all these particles and things in the universe, and they're all sort of atoms, and then the atoms form the various things. You get this this evolution going on, but everything gets diluted down to where it's just
of the universe, with its beginning and end. Many beliefs and forms of thought have undergone complete revolutions. Classical culture believed that the universe was stable, that it did not change. Newton was also convinced of this, and even Einstein too, before we discovered that galaxies travel, moving away from the center of the big explosion. Thanks to this new paradigm, our cosmic destiny depends on such concepts as radiation, space-time, or the void. It does not provide answers as to why we are here, but it is upheld by a scientific certainty, the model of the Big Bang.